these.
Yeah.
I'm going to put these on because otherwise I'll.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Are you willing to cut a deal with Miller to avoid getting the case going to trial?
I don't answer hypothetical questions. I have no intention of doing so, however.
Jerome Corsi said that he's willing to testify. Are you worried what he might tell the jurors?
Jerome Corsi has already borne false witness against me. Unfortunately for him, I have email messages, text messages, and metadata that proves that he would be lying. Dr. Corsi claims falsely that a memo he wrote me was part of a cover story. That is demonstrably a lie. I can prove it. He claims that I knew about the Billy Bush tape in advance. That's also a lie. But you notice none of these things are said in the indictment. I don't know why Dr. Corsi has been induced to do these things. Perhaps he's trying to cut a deal for himself.
There are many young Americans that have gotten to know the name Roger Stone the last couple of days, specifically with the Netflix documentary they have.
Yes.
A lot of people may be watching it this weekend. What do you have to say to them? What is Roger Stone?
I am someone who fights for what he believes in, who has supported candidates, men and women, who stand for what I stand for. That politics is a noble profession. Not everybody is as corrupt as the Clintons in their ilk, and they should not be shied away from a career in public service if that's what they're attracted to. The key thing is to fight for what you believe in and not be cowed by the fake news media. The coverage of my indictment in the New York Times is the single most biased, slanted, inaccurate, untruthful pack of disinformation that I have seen. They made no effort whatsoever to contact me or my lawyers for our side of the story. They believe anything the government says, even though it has not yet been tried in a court of law. The Washington Post is not very far behind. The American people need to understand that not everyone in the news media is corrupt. Not everyone in the news media reports fake news. Some do and some don't. But not everything reported in the media can be considered to be accurate.
Do you still believe that Hillary should be locked up?
Pardon me?
Do you still believe that Hillary should be locked up?
Well, she lied under oath before Congress. She lied and destroyed evidence. She intimidated witnesses. She pays no penalty. Mr. Comey, Mr. Brennan, Mr. McCabe, Mr. General Clapper, Hillary Clinton, they all lied under oath regarding material matters of great consequence. I am falsely accused of lying under Congress, which I did not do. When are they being prosecuted? Where is the equal application of the law?
How frustrating is this whole experience for you? Is this an indication of the change in our country and how it deals with citizens?
Well, I must say, I don't understand who Mr. Mueller is accountable to. If he's not accountable to the Congress and he's not accountable to the executive, and he has broad authority because our special counsel law has expired, you can see the kind of travesty that you saw last week. I'm 66 years old. I do not own a gun. I do not have a valid passport. I have no prior criminal record. I'm charged with non-violent process crimes. To storm my house with a greater force than was used to take down bin Laden or El Chapo or Pablo Escobar, to terrorize my wife and my dogs, it's unconscionable. I would have been more than happy. They knew I was represented. Had they contacted my attorneys, I would have voluntarily turned myself in. I would have been able to wear a suit and tie for my mugshot. It would have looked a lot better.
Is this frustrating?
Yes, it is frustrating because it's a raw abuse of power. And the fact that a CNN reporter was allowed to film my arrest when the street was sealed off, and the fact that the CNN producer in question is a former assistant to James Comey at the FBI and formerly worked for the FBI, his claim that he just had a hunch is just not credible.
You're leaving today?
I'm leaving this afternoon. That is correct.
Out of Fort Lauderdale, sir?
Yes. I ask that you try to be as inobtrusive to my neighbors as humanly possible. All right? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How you doing? I apologize.